Diwali is the festival of lights. It is celebrated all over the world wherever the Sikh and Hindu peoples are living. Why the Diwali is celebrated? It is a festival of joy, happiness, because first time it was celebrated when Ram, Sita and Lakshman come back to Ajodhya, their kingdom, their capital, after the 14 years exile in the forests. When they come back after 14 years, Sita, Lakshman and Ram, the peoples celebrate that occasion by lighting these lamps and making good food and give them to the other peoples. Why they went to exile? The father of Ram was Dasrath. He was king, and he had three wives, three queens. One queen's name was Kukai, and once in the battle she helped Dasrath. Somehow the wheel of his chariot broke, and she keep on holding it somehow so he can carry on fighting. Then the Dashrath said, "You can ask me three for three promises, and I will do it for you." But she said, "No, I will take that opportunity sometime later on." Then the Dashrath said, "It's okay." After some times, the Dashrath and the other important peoples decided to make the Ram crowned prince. So after Dasrath, he will be the king. But Kukai didn't like it. He wanted her son Bharat to be the crowned king, crowned prince, and the king later on. So she reminded Dasrath about her three promises, three favors she can ask him. He said, "Okay." Then she said, "First thing, the Ram will not be the crown prince. My son Bharat be the crown prince instead. And Ram have to go to exile for 14 years in the forests. So Dashrath was very upset about it. But as the Kshatris do not broke their promise, he didn't broke his promise. He said, okay, if you want that, I will fulfill your wish. And there's another incident attached to it. There was one boy, was servant. He was very dedicated to his parents. They were blind. And he was taking them to the religious places one by one. Once he was taking them one place to the others. They got thirsty, and servant make them sit somewhere and went to get some water for them. But the king Dashrath was in the forest for hunting. As he listened the vibration of the water, servant was putting in some kind of vessel, and he left his arrow towards that noise of the water, and it injured the servant very seriously. And King Dashrath apologized for it, but the parents of servant curse him that as we are going to die helpless without our son, and you will die that way for your son. So when the Ram left Ajodhya, after that, Dashrath suicide by falling from the palace. So that was the curse. Once people think because of that he have to be without his favorite son. But somehow there is another incident happened in Sikh religion. In the time of Emperor Jahangir, there was a lot of tension going on everywhere. And by the Emperor Jahangir, the Shri Guru Har Gobind Ji, sixth Guru of the Sikhs, were called and imprisoned in Gwalior, castle of Gwalior. There was other kings, small kings were also in prison. They were dying, they were giving them bad food, bad treatment. But the other thing, the astrologers told Jahangir that there is very, very bad time according to the astrological planets. They they're going to have a very, very bad time is about to come. Then he said, what is the solution to it? He said, if a religious person like Shri Guru Hargobind Ji stay somewhere and do the religious readings, then meditate or do the kirtan, then then that problem will be resolved. So that's was the reason Sri Hargobind Ji was called, and they were asked to stay there in Gwalior. And as soon as they come, they start doing the part, kirtan, and everything there. There were Sikhs with them, and there was the in charge of that prison-like castle was Hardas. He was the devotee of the gurus, Sikh gurus. So because of him and Guru Hargobind Ji, there was some kind of improvements for the prisoners in Gwalior Killa. So after some times, when the Jahangir decided that that there is no need for Hargobind Ji to stay there, and he almost forgot about it, about Hargobind Ji. But during that time, the Jathe start coming from Amritsar to Gwalior and do the kirtan around the castle as well, to remind everybody that the Sikh Guru of the Sikhs is here. But then Emperor Jahangir decided to release Shri Hargobind Ji, and Wazir Khan come with the orders of releasing Shri Guru Hargobind Ji. But the others, prisoners, kings, they were not happy about it. So they wanted to be out of the prison as well. So they request Shri Guru Hargobind Ji that they should be out of the prison as well with them. Then the Hargobind Ji said that to the prison officials that they are going to come out with me as well. The Emperor Jahangir was not happy about it, but somehow Wazir Khan convinced him. Then he said, anyone who will hold the dress of the Hargobind Ji, they will come out. But how they can? There were 52 kings in the prison, but how they can everyone hold their dress? It was not possible. So Guru Hargobind Ji specially got a dress made which got 52 places, kaliyam, from where prisoner can hold their dress and can come out. So when the 52 kings and Guru Hargobind Ji come out of the prison, the Sikh Sangtam, They celebrate it, dance, celebrate everything, and they all come to Amritsar. When they arrive in Amritsar, it was the day of Diwali, and the peoples lit all the all the lights and celebrate the occasion in Amritsar, in Darbar Sahib as well, in Golden Temple. So from that time, it is celebrated in Amritsar because of the Bandi Shood as Bandi Shood Divas, because the Shri Hargobind Ji come from the castle of Gwalior to Amritsar, and it was already was getting celebrated because of the arrival of the Ramas from the exile. So that is the story behind celebrating the Diwali.